Okay, let's just get started. So, welcome everybody. I'm sorry about all the delays and but welcome aboard. Welcome to the EFT and Law of Attraction workshop. My name is Tony Parker, and it's time to get started. So let's get started with the EFT gratitude tap. Okay. And what that is basically each one of us shares something we're grateful for, and then we all tap on it together as a group. So who'd like to check in and share something they're grateful for that we can tap on together?
Hi, this is Cassandra.
Hi, Cassandra. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. I'm really grateful to have some EFT tonight. It's been an interesting week, and I'm ready to rock and roll.
Awesome. Okay, let's go top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay, everybody. And now, who else would like to check in and share something they're grateful for that we can tap on together as a group?
Hi, it's Christina.
Hi, Christina. Welcome aboard. And go ahead, please.
I am thankful that I get to be part of an arts and crafts fair next Saturday. That's going to, I get to 10% of whatever I make, I get to donate to this wonderful Center for the Blind in Berkeley that creates ceramics classes and teaches the blind to use computers, to do music appreciation. And so I get some money and I get to give back to a wonderful community in Berkeley.
Awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eye of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay. Anybody else want to check in and share something they're grateful for that we can all tap on together as a group? Okay. Well, I'll just check in and say that I'm grateful that you guys are here. And, you guys all give me an opportunity to do something which I love doing anyway. So top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, anybody else want to check in? Share something they're grateful for we all tap on together.
I think that's everybody.
Okay, you never know, just saying that's it for the, okay. All righty, so now let's do cash and prizes. Okay, now that's a slightly specific focus on basically sources of abundance. That can mean either a job or a client or a customer or anybody who's donated, gifted you money, donated money to you, a friend or relative, or a job or agency or what have you. And again, what we do is we just share the source of abundance and then tap on it together as a group. So, who'd like to check in and share a source of abundance?
This is Cassandra.
Go ahead.
And I'm just grateful for tea.
Okay, very good. Excellent. All right, so let's just tap on the top of the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Let's all take a deep breath and now release. Okay, very good. Anybody else want to check in and again share a source of abundance that we can all tap on together? That can be, again, a client, customer, again, friend or relative who've given us something, what have you.
I'll have one next week, but I don't think I've got one tonight.
Okay, no problem.
Sure have some next week.
Well, whatever. Okay, well, I'll just share. Client, SZ, top of the head, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Under
you.
the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, very good. Let's all take a deep breath and now release. Okay, let's see. Anybody else want to check in, share a source of abundance? Okay, all righty. All right, so that's the EFT gratitude tap, and then also using it specifically for expressing gratitude for sources of abundance. Very powerful and excellent tap. Okay, so now the next tap that we're going to do is the Ho'oponopono tap. Okay, and so now let's all tap together. Okay, and now just repeat after me, starting at the top of the head. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Eyebrow, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Side of the eye, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Under the eye, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself. I forgive
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, I love you.
Love you.
I love you.
Collarbone, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Under the arm, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Forgive me.
Okay, karate chop, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
Okay, top of the head, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Okay, eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, side of the eye, I love you.
I love you.
Under the eye, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay, under the nose, please forgive me.
Please
Please
forgive me.
Under the mouth, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Okay, collarbone, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Okay, under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, I love you.
I love you.
Excellent, very good. All right, so now let's take a deep breath and now release. All right, and now we're going to do another tap, which will be the Reiki tap, which is a good general all-around tap, okay? It's not specifically about abundance and prosperity, but it's a good generalized tap, okay? All right, and now what we do is we repeat the basic Reiki mantras and tap at the same time. And again, it's really cool. It activates both the Reiki healing energy as well as EFT. So let's just go. We're going to do it in Japanese. And the first tap is chokure, which means place the healing energy here. Okay, top of the head. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Eyebrow chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Side of the eye chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Under the eye, chokore, chokore, chokore.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Under the nose, chokore, chokore, chokore.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Under the mouth, chokore, chokore, chokore.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Very good. Collarbone, chokore, chokore, chokore.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Okay, under the arm, chokore, chokore, chokore.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Okay, karate chop, chokore, chokore, chokore.
Chokore, chokore, chokore.
Very good. Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath and now release. All right, excellent. All righty, and now take a deep. Okay, we've done that. Next, Reiki mantra is Sehi Ki. All right, which means healing the mind, the body, and the spirit. So let's go top of the head, and then just repeat after me. Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Okay, eyebrows, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Side of the eye, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Okay, under the eye, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Under the nose, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki.
Under the mouth, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Collarbone, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Under the arm, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Karate chop, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Sehi Ki, Sehi Ki.
Okay, take a deep breath. And now release. Okay, and now let's go to the next Reiki mantra, which is Honsha-ze Shonen. Okay, and which means healing the past, the present, and the future. Again, start tapping at the top of the head. Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen.
Okay, so we'll do that 3 times. Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen. Go ahead.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen. Honsha-ze Shonen.
Very good. Eyebrow, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Side of the eye, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Under the eye, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Under the nose, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Okay, under the mouth, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Collarbone, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Okay, under the arm, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Very good. Karate chop, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen, Honsha-ze Shonen.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay, very good. Excellent. All righty, and now we're going to do the last Reiki tap, which is Daikomyo, which means tuning into the Reiki healing energy and allowing it to flow through us in order to heal ourselves and others. Again, let's go top of the head. Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Eyebrow, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Very good. Side of the eye, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Okay, under the eye, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Very good. Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Under the mouth, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Collarbone, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Excellent. Let's go karate chop. Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Okay, let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay. All righty. Very good. And that's the Reiki tap. And now let's do Protective Shield of Golden Light, because that's always a good thing to tap as well. All right. So let's go top of the head. Energy system.
Energy system.
Eyebrow. I'm instructing you.
I'm instructing you.
By the eye. Generate a Protective Shield of Golden Light.
Generate a protective shield of golden light.
Under the eye. All around my body.
All around my body.
Under the nose. Protecting me from all negative energies.
Protecting me from all negative energies.
On the mouth. All negative influences.
All negative influences.
Collarbone. All negative intentions.
All negative intentions.
On the arm. All negative entities.
All negative entities.
Karate chop. Sending them all to the sun to be transmuted to love.
Sending them all to the sun to be transmuted to love.
Very good. Top of the head. Only allowing in.
Only allowing in.
Eyebrow. Loving.
Loving.
Side of the eye. Healing.
Healing.
Under the eye. Positive.
Positive.
Under the nose. Energies.
Energies.
Under the mouth. And intentions.
And intentions.
Collarbone. And if I have any negative energies or intentions.
And if I have any negative energies or intentions.
Under the arm. I send them all to the sun.
I send them all to the sun.
Karate chop to be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's the our basic warm-up. We're now going to include, since tonight's topic is using EFT and law of attraction to help manifest happiness, abundance, prosperity, business, and personal success, we're now going to get a little specific with our money thermostat tap, which I think is a great tap, and it's really part of our weekly practice, okay, which I think should be a daily practice, okay. And what we do is we write on the top of a page or in our workbook, we have it probably already written out, our average annual income, okay, and underneath that, write twice that amount. Okay, go down a few lines, write down our average, monthly income, and immediately underneath that, twice that amount. Go down a few lines, write down our average weekly income, and immediately underneath that, twice that amount. And then our average daily income, again, immediately underneath that, write twice that amount. Now, if you keep records and you don't have to guesstimate it or figure it out or, then put that down too, okay? And then what we do is very simple, basic recipe, EFT, and again, I'm just being really facetious. Even though I made, $500 last week, I choose to make $1,000 this week. That's it. It's that simple. And then you just go through the EFT basic recipe, and it's a really excellent, kind of fusion of both EFT and law of attraction, setting a firm intention to double your income. And I think that's a much more realistic and healing practice, okay, than, going, by next Thursday I will have manifested, 96 gazillion dollars, the idea is to ground it in some kind of reality, yet still expressing an interest or setting a firm intention to double or increase that real income, okay? And again, it can be any kind of income. Don't judge your income, okay? If it's coming to you, it's coming to you, it's income, no matter how small, we all start somewhere, okay? All right, so now what we're going to do, we're gonna work with the 2 dime zones last month and last week. I suggest when you're tapping on your own, do all 4 time zones, last year, last month, last week, and yesterday, okay? But we're just going to use last month and last week, and we're going to do it in a slightly generalized way, which also is good. But again, when you're working on your own or working with a skilled professional, or a tapping buddy, definitely, use the real numbers. Okay. All right. So just rubbing our sore spot or tapping on our karate chop. Just repeat after me. Simon says, okay. Even though I made what I made last month,
Even though I made what I made last month.
Okay, I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Very good. So even though I made what I made last month,
even though I made what I made last month,
I set a firm intention.
I set a firm intention.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Okay, excellent, very good. So even though I made what I made last month,
even though I made what I made last month,
I set a firm intention.
I set a firm intention.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. And now let's go with the reminder phrase. Okay. So let's start tapping the top of the head. Okay. I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
I choose to make twice what I made last month this month.
Eyebrow. I deserve to make twice what I made last month this month.
I deserve to make twice what I made last month this month.
So I give myself permission to make twice what I made last month this month.
I give myself permission to make twice what I made last month this month.
Honey, I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last month this month.
I like the way it feels when I made twice what I made last month this month.
It's safe for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
It's safe for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
On the mouth. I have the power to make twice what I made last month this month.
I have the power to make twice what I made last month this month.
Collarbone. I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last month this month.
I like the way it feels when I made twice what I made last month this month.
All right. It's easy for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
It's easy for me to make twice what I made last month this month.
Karate chop. So even though I made what I made last month,
even though I made what I made last month,
today, right now, I set a firm intention.
Today, right now, I set a firm intention.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
To make twice what I made last month this month.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. And now, so that's last month, and now we're going to do last week. And we're going to, excuse me again, we're going to either rub sore spot or tap on our karate chop, whichever you prefer. Okay. And now just repeat after me. Even though I made what I made last month.
Even though I made what I made last month?
Last week. Even though I made what I made last week.
Even though I made what I made last week.
I choose to make twice what I made last week this week.
Choose to make twice what I made last week this week.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. So even though I made what I made last week.
So even though I made what I made last week.
I set a firm intention to make twice what I made last week this week.
I set a firm intention to make twice what I made last week this week.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Very good. So even though I made what I made last week.
So even though I made what I made last week.
Today, right now, I set a firm intention.
Today, right now, I set a firm intention.
To make twice what I made last week this week.
Make twice or more what I made last week this week.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Very good. Okay, and now we're going to go with the reminder phrase. I'm going to start tapping on the top of the head. I choose to make twice what I made last week this week.
I choose to make twice what I made last week this week.
Okay, eyebrow, I deserve to make twice what I made last week this week.
I deserve to make twice what I made last week this week.
I give myself permission to make twice what I made last week this week.
I give myself permission to make twice what I made last week this week.
Under the I am willing to make twice what I made last week this week.
I am willing to make twice what I made last week this week.
Under the nose, it's safe for me to make twice what I made last week this week.
It's safe for me to make twice what I made last week this week.
Hey, under the mouth, I have the power to make twice what I made last week this week.
I have the power to make twice what I made last week this week.
Collarbone, I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last week this week.
I like the way it feels when I make twice what I made last week this week.
It's easy for me to make twice what I made last week this week.
It's easy for me to make twice what I made last week this week.
Karate chop. So even though I made what I made last week,
so even though I made what I made last week,
today, right now, I set a firm intention.
Today, right now, I set a firm intention.
To make twice what I made last week this week.
To make twice what I made last week this week.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Okay, everybody, let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Okay, and now, there you go. That's basically the what we call the money thermostat, which is a very, very powerful exercise. I think it yields a lot of very, very good results. And this is based on the understanding that we have this comfort zone or set point of what we've become conditioned to accept as kind of our level of abundance or our comfort zone of abundance. Now, it's arguable that this provides stability and steady, kind of consistency, and maybe there's something to be said for that. However, if we're under earning, or we're not meeting our needs or goals, or we're not, achieving our visions or what have you, manifesting our visions, or manifesting what we need, our real needs, we're somehow in deprivation or under earning, then obviously this needs to be winched up, okay? And again, the money thermostat's a great exercise. And, a level of abundance is a habit, okay? We become accustomed to this certain level of abundance, and so it's really a habit. And the way you undo a habit is by frequent, attempts at changing that habit. And you just keep changing, you keep attempting to change the habit till it finally changes. So that's why it's really recommended to tap frequently, the money thermostat tap. And Gary Craig always used to say, people would go to him and say, Gary, what's the secret? What's the inside track? What's the fast track with EFT? And he would say, frequency, repetition, specificity. There you go. And that's it. I mean, that's the secret, May not be the secret you want, but it's the secret. Okay, so tonight's topic is using EFT and law of attraction to manifest happiness, prosperity, abundance, business, and personal success. And now is check-in time, where we kind of check in on the actions that we committed to, or that we've taken last week, over the last 7 days since our last workshop, okay? Synchronicities, challenges, victories, questions, what have you, kvetch or kvel. And I love hearing from you guys, and this is my favorite part of our little workshop, because I get to hear people making their progress, or doing their work and making changes in their lives. So who wants to check in and say hi? Go ahead, please.
Hi, Tony. It's Jean.
Hi, Jean.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
Thank you. So I started a new EFT client on Thursday, and at the end I said, would you like to do a package? And she said she wanted to do 3 more, spread over 3 months, but she did need to check her finances. And she actually just called me and said she couldn't afford it right now, but she really wanted to. And anyway, I did make 125 on Thursday, and I'm really glad about that. Plus, my SAT student is continuing, and I've been going to networking events and hoping to get more clients and students, and keep posting on Craigslist. So things seem like they're moving along. Thanks.
Awesome. Good for you. Thanks for sharing, and keep tapping, and of course keep making those actions. That's it. It's persistence. It's all about persistence and showing up. If you don't tell anybody what you're doing, if you don't show up, it's just going to be a big secret, which I guess could be cool.
And actually, last night a friend of mine gives me tarot readings, and I pay her a donation. And then she was open to doing EFT, and she gave me the same amount. And she said she'd give me like 40 or 50 today more if it cleared up her physical issue. So I'll find out about that. So that was kind of unexpected.
That's a great idea. Is if it works, pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. All righty. Anybody else want to check in, say hi, again, share synchronicities, challenges, victories, kvetch or kvel, questions or answers? Go ahead, please.
Well, hi, Tony. This is Cass. And, well, I also have an EFT certification, and I worked with someone for 2 hours, but I just did it for free. And, I see them quite often, and they look really great. And what I was doing was getting ready to put together a meetup group for EFT, face-to-face and that kind of thing. And I wrote everything out, and I got it all prepared. But then when it came time for me to actually pay to be a member of the meetup thing, I thought, well, what if nobody shows up? And because I've put a lot of money into marketing before, and nothing ever happened. Like I did that with real estate. So it really stopped me, and I just closed it down. And I got an email saying, oh, you didn't finish, blah, blah, blah. But I really noticed that, I would love to do this, but I have this thing that nobody's going to show up. And I work with friends who, I've got a lot of friends at my church and everything, and I'm like, oh, I'll work with that person for free. And, and I love watching the transformation in them. And so that's kind of where I'm at. That's just my share.
Well, thank you for sharing. You brought up a conundrum or a dilemma that many practitioners have. My philosophy, I mean, this is just what works for me, is that those that got pays, and those that don't got don't pay. And it's just giving it back to the universe or a mitzvah. And I have a kind of a mix. And I also have a sliding scale, because let's face it, you can't get blood out of a stone.
Right.
Okay. And also, sometimes barter isn't such a great deal, because sometimes what you're getting back isn't quite as good as what you're giving.
Yeah, I've experienced
that's been
definitely.
Unfortunately, that's been my experience.
Yeah, I remember giving away a free massage to someone who wanted to do a barter, and I didn't want a massage from him. But I wanted to give him a massage. I wanted him to feel great, but I wasn't.
Right. But no, I will take $5. Okay.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I have no problem if that's all that person has. If
Mm-hmm.
they're on limited income or whatever, or they're whatever, I'll take it.
It's really nice. One of the benefits, one of my friends was like 300 pounds, and she's like 115 now. We worked,
Right.
and we're really close, and that to me was enough. The thought of, I really want to do like a circle, but I don't want to spend money and then nobody shows up.
Well, they're guerrilla marketing. There's different ways of advertising that are free, that are riskless. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There are different ways of posting announcements and things like that. And I keep getting these phone calls from people. Like I said, I do a lot of different things to bring in business, and I can't figure out which one does work. I'll be honest with you, the meetups, I tried the meetup thing. It worked for a while and then just stopped working. So that's my opinion. Some people it works great. You know what it works for? It works for the singles scene. I had a lady friend who was she was organizing singles events. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems to work for that, but the kind of self-care, healing stuff, etc., doesn't seem to work. It did work for my relationship workshop, but everybody showed up looking for a date.
Right.
Everybody showed up everybody showed up looking, all dressed up and all dressed up and horny. And and I said, this is a relationship. I said, and they kind of looked at me like, I don't want to get real. I don't want to get in touch with my feelings. I want to get laid.
Right.
Said,
That's what happens. Oh my God.
That's what people, Fritz Perl used to say that all people show up for therapy expecting expecting therapy to help their neurosis to work.
That's so, oh my gosh, yeah. Totally.
That's the only reason anybody shows up. They don't want to change. They don't want to face their demons.
They want an enabler.
They just want to get, they just want a quick buzz. They want to get high, they want to get laid, That's the sad truth. And they don't care if they repeat the same bullshit over and over again.
Yeah.
They really don't. I said, do you want, I remember that, there was, several, it went around the room and everybody was bitching about their ex. And I said, well, do you want to go out with this? If you go out, anybody you pick today is probably going to be the same person as you were dating last week or last month. And if you don't fundamentally change your energy and your belief system, that's all you're going to pick. I said, I could put any one of you in a room full of 300 healthy people and you would still pick the one ringer.
Yeah. Did they boo you? Boo. Boo you off stage. And then all go out for drinks.
Right, exactly. Well, like I said, they all showed up incredibly overdressed. You know what I mean? Because I don't dress like a bum, but I was there in blue jeans and a roll neck or something, or sweater, and they're all like perfumed and purdy.
Yeah, some of that cologne is really strong in the perfume.
So they weren't there to tap.
Okay, so how do you deal with that? You tap about it, or it's just a part of life, right?
That's just human nature. They had no problem paying. They were ready to pay. They paid. They had no problem ponying up the money, thinking this was a singles mixer. But the minute I said work on yourself, nope, don't want to do that, even for free.
You have to pay them a lot.
Sorry to be so cynical.
No, it's true. That's why I don't bother.
Well, you just have to soldier on and be brave.
Okay.
But the guerrilla marketing like Craigslist is good. Facebook, LinkedIn, all those are there's your free marketing tools.
Don't forget about Twitter.
Twitter works too.
Yeah.
You get a testimonial from that woman who.
Go ahead. That was I get a testimonial from anybody you've worked for free owes you. So you might as well say, hey, listen.
Heck yeah. 115 pounds after being how overweight? That's amazing.
300.
That's brilliant.
You should have her before and after picture all over the web.
She has a before and after picture. Yeah.
Well, to be adjusted with you somehow because you helped to get her that way.
Well, I want to keep it, private. I really respect her privacy.
Well, ask her. Ask.
Yeah.
Ask for permission.
Yeah.
Or if
Yeah.
he won't give you a visual, ask just for a recording. You
Yeah.
know?
EFT for weight loss would be huge.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Post
I
that
could
on
do. Oh yeah,
Craigslist.
like a.
Oh, we had a both a workshop. I had a paid workshop and then I had a free workshop,
Mhm.
and that was we used to have it on Friday night,
Mm.
and that was the most fun of all. We'd do craving busters, and
Oh, that's
everybody would
great.
we would just be giggling. Everybody would be giggling on, I even though I have this deep dark desire for a chocolate spiral walnut sugar whatever it was, gooey, tasty,
Yeah.
toasty, and we
Rice Krispies at
there we go.
3 a.m.
There you go.
Right.
I deeply, completely love and accept myself. But there you go. Okay, we've babbled on. Anybody
Okay.
else want to check
Thank
in?
you.
Say hi. Uh, okay, share actions for the last 7 days. Synchronicities, challenges, victories. Also, what you want to tap on tonight. Go ahead, please.
I think I'm the only one left. It's Christina.
Hey, Christina, welcome aboard. Nice to hear your voice.
Oh, it's been funny. You guys, you always make me laugh. Certain combinations of people together, especially, you always make me laugh. Well, it's interesting. I'm experiencing a drop in income, not a doubling or a extension, but a drop in income.
Okay.
I'm going to be losing about $60 a month because the government department that has decided to drop my case. They no longer want to work with me. That means that they're also not going to be paying to fix my computers or when I need a new cane or when I move. I posted about this on Facebook today because I was so distraught about it. And so I'm actually losing income, not gaining. So I'm not quite sure what I'm doing wrong here, but which is always my default. What did I do wrong? I'm glad to be back here and got a good laugh, and that's always good. So, and it's just good to hear familiar voices.
Awesome. Excellent. Well, I'm glad I'm sorry to hear that your loss, in terms of the income, but I'm glad to hear that you're here and that you're sharing it, excellent. And again, that's something to tap on, actually, even though I feel whatever, right? Okay. And it's something to definitely to tap on. All right, guys. Anybody else want to check in, say hi, share something, what
Yes.
happened last week? Go ahead.
This is Linda,
Go ahead.
and I just wanted to share that I received from two sources today, and one was anonymous, so that was exciting.
Great. Awesome. That's great. Now, again, that's again gratitude tap. That's perfect. Do the gratitude tap. What I do is whatever happens, like if something bad happens, I tap on that. Even though I have this disappointment or I'm angry or I feel less than or whatever the feeling is, right? I deeply, and then also if something good happens, I'm grateful. Thank you. So there's always something to tap on. People call me and say, "Oh, I don't know what to tap on." So I say, "What happened to you today?" What happened? If it was good stuff, do gratitude type work, and if it's bad stuff, get in touch with those feelings and tap them down. Also, if any kind of if the shitty committee, because often if bad stuff happens, that's when the shitty committee kicks. See, I told you, right? See, I told you you're no good. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. So that's when you tap on the shitty committee, okay? All righty. But thanks for sharing. Okay, guys. So now, hello, yes, go ahead. Yes?
Oh, I just said yes.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. All right, so let's move on. We've got our topic of the week. I know we were kind of hovering around the business about, I don't know why I make myself fail. That was last week, right? And now we're going to do self-sabotage. We're just going to say sabotage, okay, in itself, I think. Let me just see here if we're going to do that. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do feeling guilty about having more than others. And I think this is for a lot of people. I know it's right, fitting in with your friends and family, not wanting to threaten the relationship, so you keep yourself under a bushel, right?
Yeah.
You keep your success, because if your friends find out that you're doing 12 cents better than they are, they'll hate you. Now, let's put it, my opinion, if I have friends like that and they start behaving like that, they cease to be my friends.
Mm-hmm.
On the other hand, it is a human trait. Jealousy is the green monster is one of the human characteristics. I have an interesting comment about that. A friend of mine, I don't know if you've ever heard of her, Julia Cameron. She was the author behind Artist Way. And she and I were all Goombas back in New York on the Upper West Side about 30-odd years ago. And she invited me to be one of her first guinea pigs on the Artist Way. I turned her down.
Oh, my God.
I said, my art is wonderful. I don't need this. I'm okay. And I was just being a complete male asshole. Actually, I did show up at one of her classes several years later with my tail between my legs, saying, "Julia, you were right. I was wrong. I was just a male chauvinist asshole."
She had to prove herself to you.
I know. So anyway, she loved that. She had a big smile when I walked through the door. Anyway, but getting back to, she said, and I think it was a wonderful statement, and I loved it. When envy and jealousy is a normal human emotion. When it gets out of control is because we usually, all right, here's the point about envy and jealousy. It's telling us there's something we need to do about our lives, not necessarily, steal or hate somebody or steal from somebody, but how about do what they're doing? Okay. And what she meant by that, if somebody is, if you're jealous because somebody has, something that you want or something that you like, okay, or that you need, that's telling you need to do something, right?
Yep.
If somebody, whether it's an object or, say, one of your girlfriends shows up with a, really nice hunky guy in a logging shirt, and you get the little green monster, that just tells you maybe you need to go get yourself a guy in a logging shirt, or or if they show up, with a new car, new whatever it is, or a nice car or whatever, or a new piece of furniture. I mean, that may be telling, the reason it tweaks you or gets you is because maybe you need to do something or take an action. Now, here's the part where it, and I don't know, you see, I'm not quite sure how the semantics work, but I don't know which is worse, envy or jealousy, but I guess I don't even know, which is which, but I know they're both pretty much the same. But if you don't take an action, that's when it becomes that kind of festering, obsessive resentment. You know what I mean? But again, it's on you. It's on us. If you don't take any actions and all you do is sit around hating somebody because they've taken some actions and gotten something they needed, what fault? It's not their fault. They're not doing anything to you. You know what I mean? They're just taking care of themselves. On the other hand, we're kind of turning it into this negative thing. So what Julia suggested was, when you start to feel jealousy or envy about somebody, okay, why not go up to them and say, hey, listen, I really like what you got. How did you get it? What did you do to get it? Can you show me how you did it?
Yeah.
How's that? How's that for an idea?
I love that.
Because that's not, I'm going to take it from you.
Right. but that's kind of a nice idea, and and some people will say, well, I did this and I did that, or uh, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And it might be helpful, and it also diffuses your jealousy or envy because you're beginning to take an action to resolve whatever that real issue is, that loss or whatever. Okay. All right. So there you go from the other side. But then, like I said, the classic, reason for under earning, underperforming is this whole business of it starts in our family of origin. Okay. Where, we don't want to threaten, or rock the boat or threaten the status quo by doing better than our family, doing better than members in our family, uh, or doing better than our friends or our neighbors. And so that, which of course is, ridiculous, because anybody who's a real friend or a real family member should encourage us to do well, right?
They don't always do that, though.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
That's
ideally.
the truth. But that's why we need to overcome that stuff, and of course may require more tapping at a deeper level. Okay. On the other hand, this is a good start. So, again, let's just kind of rub your sore spot and just say to yourself, I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I
feel guilty because I have more than others.
Okay, and now I want you to kind of tune in, and how does that feel? And on a scale of 0 to 10, how much did that resonate with you guys?
Yeah, very true.
9.
Okay, so that was okay. All right, so let's tap on that. So let's just rub our sore spot and tap on our karate chop. Even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
Even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
Even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I choose to feel good about myself anyway.
I choose to feel good about myself anyway.
Okay, so even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
So even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I choose to feel good about myself anyway.
I choose to feel good about myself anyway.
Very good. Okay, let's go top of the head. I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I feel guilty because I have more than others.
Okay, Ira, I have all this guilt about having more than others.
I have all this guilt about having more than others.
Okay, Sadie, I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I feel guilty because I have more than others.
And I have all this guilt because I have more than others.
I have all this guilt because I have more than others.
Under the nose. I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I feel guilty because I have more than others.
Okay, under the mouth. I have all this guilt because I have more than others.
I have all this guilt because I have more than others.
Collarbone. I feel guilty because I have more than others.
I feel guilty because I have more than others.
Okay, under the arm. I have all this guilt when I have more than others.
I have all this guilt when I have more than others.
Karate chop. So even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
So even though I feel guilty because I have more than others.
But today, right now, I set a firm intention.
But today, right now, I set a firm intention.
To heal, release, and let go.
To heal, release, and let go.
All guilt of having more than others.
All guilt of having more than others.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself others.
Okay, top of the head. I choose. Very good. Top of the head. I choose to heal, release, and let go.
I choose to heal, release, and let go.
This guilt of having more than others.
This guilt of having more than others.
Eyebrow. I deserve to heal, release, and let go.
I deserve to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt having more than others.
All guilt about having more than others.
Side of the eye. I give myself permission to heal, release, and let go.
I give myself permission to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt, having more than others.
All guilt, having more than others.
Under the I am willing to heal, release, and let go.
I'm willing to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt, having more than others.
All guilt, having more than others.
Under the nose, it's safe for me to heal, release, and let go.
It's safe for me to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt, because I have more than others.
All guilt, because I have more than others.
Under the mouth, I have the power to heal, release, and let go.
I have the power to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt, having more than others.
All guilt, having more than others.
Collarbone. I like the way it feels when I heal, release, and let go.
I like the way it feels when I heal, release, and let go.
All guilt, because I have more than others.
All guilt, because I have more than others.
On the arm, it's easy for me to heal, release, and let go.
It's easy for me to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt, because I have more than others.
All guilt, because I have more than others.
Okay, very good. Karate chop. So even though I feel guilty because I have more than others,
So even though I feel guilty because I have more than others,
today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to heal, release, and let go.
to heal, release, and let go.
All guilt because I have more than others.
All guilt because I have more than others.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Now let's go to the top of the head. All right. And then go, letting go of all guilt because I have more than others.
Letting go of all guilt because I have more than others.
Okay, very good. Eyebrow, letting go.
Letting go.
Letting go.
Side of the eye, letting go.
Letting go.
Letting go.
Under the eye, letting go.
Letting
Letting
go.
go.
Under the nose, letting go.
Letting
Letting
go.
go.
Under the mouth, letting go.
Letting go.
Collarbone, letting go.
Letting go.
Under the arm, letting go.
Letting go.
Karate chop, letting go of all guilt because I have more than others.
Letting go of all guilt because I have more than others.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Deeply, completely love, accept.
Okay, there.
I
Okay,
deeply and
very
completely love, accept, and forgive myself.
Very good. Excellent. Take a deep breath. Okay. All right. So there you go. And again, this is kind of, I think this touches on a kind of belief system, self-sabotaging, self-limiting belief. So this may be a habit that's been around for a long time. I would suggest doing this tap frequently. Again, tonight's session is being recorded. Hopefully we'll have it up by tomorrow night. It takes a long time to download it and kind of compile it and turn it into a YouTube, but once it gets up, it'll be up there on the YouTubes, so you guys can play the YouTubes and then tap along as much as you want, okay? And I would definitely recommend, playing, tapping along to this stuff as frequently as you possibly can. Okay, so there you go. That's tonight's tap of the week. Okay, abundance, law of attraction, EFT tap of the week. Okay. So again, my recommendation is tap on it repetitively, this topic. Okay. So moving along, we're now going to get into checking in with actions for the next 7 days. Okay. Actions and visions. And, cause we're going to also create a success and abundance movie, okay, an abundance movie about successfully taking actions, manifesting visions and abundance over the next 7 days. And again, I strongly recommend writing this stuff down. And if it involves dollars and cents, put the dollars and cents. If there's a deadline or a date, include the deadline or the date, okay? Also, if there are people involved, participants, partners, associates, include them in their names in the movie, and also any, shall we say, values, virtues, or mission, or spiritual values, and also how you want to make this feel, how you want to feel by achieving or manifesting these visions or goals. Okay, and it can be a big goal or it can be a little teeny weeny goal. It doesn't matter. Okay, guys, check-in time, visions and actions for the next 7 days. Go ahead, please.
Hi, Tony. It's Jean. And my actions, I'm going to send back the form for getting more food stamps.
Okay.
Going with the basics right now. Repost my Craigslist postings for tutoring, motivational coaching, etc. Call back a potential client. I'm going to network all over the place as soon as my new business cards get here, as well as before. And so there's one more thing. What was that? Well, that's enough for now. Thanks.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to check in with, again, visions, goals, or actions for the next 7 days for your success and abundance movie, for vision movie? Anybody else?
This is Linda.
Hey, Linda, go ahead, please.
Yeah. I'm going to spend more time on you were talking about the Facebook pages, for your businesses, and I have them, but I haven't been working on them lately, so I'm going to update those.
Awesome. Excellent. Good idea. By the way, if anybody wants me to like or add or whatever, do any little help you in any of that area, by being supportive and putting in little comments like "good for you," "I like you," or anything like that, I'll be delighted to help you with that. I mean, it's only just a little click. Why not? I'd love to do it. Okay, excellent. Anybody else want to check in? Again, visions, goals, or actions for the next 7 days that you want to include in your kind of success vision movie. Okay. All righty. So now let's do the kind of little vision tap that we have. All right. All right. And just, again, rub your sore spot. And I want you to run that movie in your mind's eye. Okay. Again, include, dates, dollars and cents, people, places, things, whatever. Also how you want to feel and any moral or spiritual values you want to include. All right. And when you're done, say stop. So run that vision movie, and when you're done, say stop.
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Okay. All righty. So just repeat after me. Simon says, even though I have this vision movie, I choose to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Choose to have the universe manifest this movie in my life.
In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Very good. So even though I have this vision movie, I set a firm intention. To allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life. In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Okay, very good. So even though I have this successful vision movie. Today, right now, I set a firm intention. To allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life. In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Very good. Excellent. Okay, now let's go to the top of the head, and I choose to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
I choose to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Very good. Eyebrow. I deserve to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
I deserve to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
So I give myself permission to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
I give myself permission to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Under the eye, I am willing to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
I am willing to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Under the nose, it's safe for me to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
It's safe for me to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Under the mouth, I have the power to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
I have the power to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Collarbone. I like the way it feels when I allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
I like the way it feels when I allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Under the arm, it's easy for me to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
It's easy for me to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
Karate chop. So even though I have this success vision movie,
even though I have this success vision movie,
today, right now, I set a firm intention.
Today, right now, I set a firm intention
to allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
To allow the universe to manifest this movie in my life.
In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
In the best possible way and for the greatest good.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I align myself with the universe so this can come to pass.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. Very good. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. All right, now rub your sore spot or tap on your karate chop, whichever you prefer. And now run the movie again. Run your success vision movie. All right. And again, if there's a deadline, a date, fine. If there's money, dollars and cents, people, and also any morals or virtues you wish to aspire to. When you're done, say stop.
Stop.
Okay. Okay, very good. Okay, so that's the vision movie. And again, the way it seems to work is the more frequently you do that exercise, the quicker and sooner you're going to accumulate enough kind of energy into this kind of vortex or field of intention that it'll hit critical mass and start to manifest. If you do it every day, it's going to happen a lot faster if you do it once a week or once a month, okay? All right, so let's move along to our abundance tap. It's been a really good evening. We've done a lot of good tapping tonight. Next thing we're going to do is the abundance tap, okay? So just rubbing sore spot, Simon says, repeat after me. Even though I have been allowing the universe.
Even though I have been allowing the universe.
To manifest some abundance in my life.
To manifest some abundance in my life.
I choose to allow the universe.
I choose to allow the universe.
To manifest even more abundance in my life.
To manifest even more abundance in my life.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Okay, very good. So even though I have been allowing the universe.
So even though I have been allowing the universe.
To manifest some abundance in my life.
Manifest some abundance in my life.
I set a firm intention.
I set a firm intention.
To allow the universe to manifest even more abundance in my life.
To allow more abundance in my life.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
And I deeply and completely love, accept, and forgive myself anyway.
Excellent. So even though I have been allowing the universe to manifest some abundance in my life.
So even though I have been allowing the universe to manifest some abundance in my life,
Okay, today, right now, I set a firm intention
today, right now, I set a firm intention
to allow the